is the NFL officiating office was like, this is your fault, Dan Campbell. We're not taking responsibility for this. You circumvented the reporting, the offensive lineman reporting rules. You tried to make it look confusing, and in the process, number 70 reported eligible. Brad Allen said that, and it's not our problem. This is exactly why the NFL has an officiating problem, in my opinion, because they are the only entity involved in these games that doesn't have to take accountability ever. And when given the opportunity to take accountability, refuses to. Even when it's obvious to 100 people in a bar that they screwed up. Coaches take accountability. Players stand at their locker and take accountability. Kicker misses a field goal at the end of the game, at his locker afterwards, talking about it. Even broadcasters take accountability when they screw up. Football is really hard. It is hard across the board. It is a hard sport to follow everything that's going on. The X's and O's involved in every play. It's hard to be a referee. It's really hard to be a referee. That much is obvious. So I just don't understand why the officials are the only ones that don't ever have to stand up and say, look, we screwed that one up. And if they just did that I'm not saying they have to go the NBA route and put out these reports after every game. I'm not even saying that. I'm just saying when it rises to the level of what happened Saturday or what happened with the pass interference call in the NFC Championship game a few years ago where the wrong team went to the Super Bowl, why not just stand up and say, we screwed that up? You would get the benefit of the doubt in these situations if you had a reputation of taking accountability. If you did that, there would be more people probably on Dan Campbell's ass about trying to circumvent that rule than there are right now. Because here's what this video should have said. The video should have said, reminder to NFL teams that it is your responsibility as coaches and players to very clearly report the offensive lineman that is eligible. So make that an emphasis in your team meetings to make it very clear to the referee who is the eligible offensive lineman so that this doesn't happen going forward. And everybody involved would have agreed, okay, fair enough. However, at the end of the day, it is also the referee's responsibility to have the correct player announced. And in this case, the video very clearly shows that Decker reported both verbally and signaled, which is what you have to do to become eligible, whereas number 70 only did the signal and did not verbally report. Because that's the truth of the matter. Yes, it was tricky what the Lions did, but they did technically do it correctly, and the ref got it wrong. And if the video gave that reminder to the NFL teams, this is how you're supposed to do it. Please don't do this anymore. It is your responsibility to make it clear to the ref, but also it is the ref's responsibility at the end of the day to get it right. Everybody involved in this would feel better about it. But instead, the NFL put out yet another bullshit video like they did when Zach Miller broke his leg in New Orleans and Al Riveron had the audacity to come out a few days later and point to a shadow in a video and say it was the ball hitting the ground when everyone in the world knew it was not. This is the crap they try to get away with every week. And it's infuriating not only to the consumers of the football, but also the players and the coaches. And it's why nobody gives the referees the benefit of the doubt. And until the NFL starts showing more accountability to their officials and putting more resources, hiring more full-time officials, they've been sort of doing it, but not to the level they can. Referees should probably get paid. I don't know where you rank them in who's involved in all this, but they should get paid a lot more than they do so that fewer of them leave for these broadcasting jobs where they get paid way more money to talk about it on TV. There has to be more resources put into this, and there has to be more accountability. It's a mess, and they need to fix it.
We all silly like the mayor.